you talking about? There's still something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog with a bite. I just wanna nibble on your night. So sentimental when I step in the middle, when I do a little dance till it turns daylight. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
Baby, what you talking about? There's still something else with that.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And we're off from Baltimore. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Ready.
Another carry for him. Hits a seam at the 40. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Set it. 19 Lions. 18 Pioneer. Ready.
They go play action on 1st. Into the hands of Tyler Lockett. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Ready.
They send a receiver in motion right. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Shot. Take go.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Here we go, here we go.
From the 26 on second down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
Come on, set, go.
And he's able to rip off a chunk of red zone yardage to the 10. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Ready,
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
set, get up.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal.
Roll, roll, roll. Hut, hut.
They give it to him again. Has the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming, allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Here's 2nd and 11. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Normally, when we say somebody's on skates, we're talking about that offensive lineman, right? Driven right back to the quarterback. But I think it's applicable for the entire offense to be on skates. 2 plays, 2 negative plays. Got to find something positive here on 3rd down.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying.
Ready up.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set. 1st and 10.
Pass the 60. Pass the 60. Take go.
They'll start the drive with Warren. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Let's go now.
Back now, pressure on its way. Into the hands of Pat Freiermuth. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
On first down, Warren. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he's tackled for no gain.
What an excellent job there by the defense. Once he gets out on the move, to be able to corral and contain him and not give up any yards. So often a unit can't keep that contained, and a play like that will go for a big gain.
Third down, 1 yard to go. They'll try to run it with Harris. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Neither side separating much so far. We'll be back to Baltimore in just a bit. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Throw secured by George Pickett. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
From the red zone now. This one's caught. And a massive hit near the goal line to keep him out of the end zone.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
On second down, Warren. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out in the 3rd and short.
One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Warren once more. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
On to try the field goal now, Chase McLaughlin. This just 21 yards down the pipe. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get it up to the 44. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They'll send him over right.
Go.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Set.
He's going to throw this one. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
1st and 10 from the 41. Warren running between the tackles. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire 1st half. They drop him behind the line.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Throwing now from the gun. Targeting the sideline, and Freiermuth has it. Don't think he's going to get much, if any, as he heads out of bounds right near the line.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
Let's go now. Come my team. Come my team.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. Call that a punt of 47 yards. And the Ravens will go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The running back gets it on the draw. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Second and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. It's the Ravens facing a 3rd and 6. Setting up a throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
So as they face 4th down, on comes Corey Bojorquez to kick. Secures this at the 17. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt goes 63 yards. And the Steelers will take over possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Now looking to throw. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
He's Warren on 3rd down. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. The Steelers set to punt it. It'll be Mitch Wisnowski doing the honors. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. And that punt gets up to 59 yards. And they're going to take over possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Getting out to his left. He can run it. And he's able to cross the 40 before going out. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Let's go! Ready?
Back to throw now. And he must have overlooked the linebacker there because he was right in the way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Set! Ready?
And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
Complete to Kenneth Walker. No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They'll punt another one away. Corey Bajorquez returning to the field. His first punt win 50. This is away and looks even better.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They'll try and throw it here. He's on the move. Oh, shouldn't let that one go. It's intercepted. And the Ravens might be able to get some points late after the interception. Well, great team defense there. No matter where he looked, Brock, there seemed to be a defender there, including where the pass eventually went, and that was why it was intercepted.
Such a disciplined rep there from the defense. As a QB, you try to extend the play to break them down defensively. Nobody did. And as a quarterback in that case, when you don't have a lane to throw it and the field is shrinking, you've got to throw that ball in the 5th row.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. It's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Ready?
Looking for a throw here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers push their lead to 3. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Here comes the final play of our first half.
Set up. Hut, hut.
incomplete pass on the throw to the right. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Completed here to Pickens. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here we go, set.
2nd and 1. Oh, nice adjustment to bring in that tipped pass. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Well, that short pass gets tipped, and you then don't have much time to react to the catch. But he brings it in anyway to save the completion.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Here we go, here we go.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
And the fair catch secured here at the 16. No return on that punt. And the Ravens will take over with a lot of field ahead of them. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Come on, come on.
Lone back gets the handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
18 ready. Check go.
Play action on 1st down. He rolls to his right. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. Looking for Tyler Lockett on that play. And now they face 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Set.
Handoff now from the gun. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Offense in the hurry up here.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stuffed right at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Let's go.
They'll throw it. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Shaq Thompson. And the Steelers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Nnamdi Madubuike making that stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun. That throw finds Pickens. He picks up 15 on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Let's go now. Go street. Pass to the left. Pass to the left.
2nd and 10 now. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Now a give to Warren, coming right. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The rookie from Clemson in on that stop.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
On 2nd and 9. Escapes out to the left. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers parlay the interception into points. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down, and that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Go!
Give now to the running back. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Okay, ready?
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Ready? Set up.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. The catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They go play action on first. Headed out right. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. Thought he had a touchdown there. So it's second down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
On the jump.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Ready, ready?
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Bronco 80. 18 Cardinal. 18
So early
Cardinal.
movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. This, our last play of the quarter.
Here we go, set. Ready?
Third and long for him here. That's caught for the first. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. This is the end of the third quarter. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's first and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Here's a give up the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
When you call that first down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
Going to the ground again on first. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just one.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
70 Lion. Bronco switch, Bronco switch. Huh.
Back to the well again. And he's in for the touchdown. The Ravens make it a 4-point game here in the fourth. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
So here's a big play from the Ravens as they line up for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the two-point conversion.
And he will get into the end zone. That's going to cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
From the 36. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 from the 41.
60-by-6.
Here's a throw. Finds his back, Jaylen Warren. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Counterplay here, Warren. And this defense continuing to erase the ground game. This one stopped at the line. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8.
Simply nowhere to go on that counterplay, Kate. Backside defenders took away one side, and they overwhelmed the blocking right in the middle.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. He'll throw it. He has the first over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Trying an inside give to Warren. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Steelers up by just a couple of points. Second down now, 7 to go. Slot man motioned over. On second down, Warren gets it again. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
And the Ravens go and nickel, third down. They motion the tight end over. And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Penalty not helping their cause for this third down. Back to throw. The screen pass falls incomplete.
So many coaches love third downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And they'll down this kick at the 11-yard line, so long field ahead on this next possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, headed right.
Go.
And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. He'll look to throw it. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Here we go, here we go.
Complete out to the right. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. Still one more in their pocket to use. Things looking totally different after that last play. It's 1st and 10 inside the opposing 30. Simple dive up the middle. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Setting up to pass. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe, maybe.
Yeah, because he nailed that one.
Backed up now after the penalty. It's third down.
60 Maverick. Let's go. Ready.
Now to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens jump in front now by 5. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Try and push it deep downfield. And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on 1st down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To throw. Fits it through the middle. And they can't jump to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Has it downfield, working the left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's 1st down. Working inside the red zone. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Ravens make the play that should win them this game. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the 2nd half. The ones you get, you have to finish with points.
With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. The Ravens in victory formation and content to just knee this one out. So it ends as a win for the Ravens. And with this being their 5th consecutive victory, Brock, it's easy to argue they've been the best team in football over the last month. And with Brock Huard and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.
Who's the boss? I got 5 on me, like what's the cost? I'm at 5 hotels.
Vanessa. I like salsa, I'm a dancer, dancer. You pay fees for my big show in Ibiza, for my leisure. Bliss. I don't do arguments in my relationships, I'm lit. You don't want me standing on this and say something, I'm rich. It don't make no sense how I make this, I'm lit. I don't do two-face unless the face card on my wrist. She 808. 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 Take my keys, I'm not going home. Please stop blowing up my celly phone. Take my keys, I'm not going home. Please stop blowing up my celly phone. She 808. 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 I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back.
I'm one in a million. All right now.
Since birth I've been shooting from